Hello, explorers of the unknown. Get ready to unveil the secrets of places that time forgot, where silence echoes in every wall, every rusted object tells a story. From mystery to fascination, let's dive deep into these abandoned locations. Our first stop is Pripyat, the ghost town near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine. On April 26, 1986, a nuclear disaster forced the evacuation of more than 49,000 residents within hours, transforming a vibrant city into an open-air museum of the Soviet Union. Imagine toys scattered in daycare centers, books open in classrooms, and an amusement park frozen in time with its Ferris wheel rusting in the wind. Nature is slowly taking over, with trees growing through the asphalt and wild animals roaming the empty buildings. Pripyat is a somber reminder of technology's power and the fragility of human life. The silence is almost deafening, broken only by the wind and perhaps by echoes of the lives that once flourished there. Now, let's descend into the depths of Paris, beneath the bustling streets of the City of Light. The Paris catacombs are a network of underground tunnels and caverns that house the remains of more than 6 million people. In the 18th century, Paris cemeteries were overcrowded, causing public health problems. The solution? Transfer the bones to the city's old underground quarries. Walking through these corridors is a chilling and fascinating experience. Piles of skulls and femurs form intricate walls, creating an atmosphere that mixes reverence with a certain Gothic horror. It's a macabre testament to the city's history and the ephemerality of human existence. In Louisville, Kentucky, stands the imposing and terrifying Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Built in the early 20th century to treat tuberculosis patients, a disease that claimed millions of lives before a cure was discovered, Waverly Hills witnessed an unimaginable amount of suffering and death. The grand architecture and extensive facilities hide stories of patients fighting for their lives, medical experiments, and an alarming mortality rate. There are reports of paranormal activities, from ghostly voices to unexplained apparitions, making it one of the most visited locations by ghost hunters. The atmosphere of despair still seems to hover over its empty corridors and rooms. In the Namibian desert, we find the ghost town of Kolmanskop. In the early 20th century, this was a prosperous mining town, built by German prospectors after the discovery of diamonds in the region. It had everything: hospital, school, ballroom, luxurious houses. But when diamond production declined after World War I, residents abandoned Kolmanskop, leaving behind their homes and belongings. Today, sand dunes have invaded the houses, filling rooms and corridors, creating surreal scenes of beauty and decay. It's an impressive example of how nature can reclaim what man built, transforming opulence into sand and silence. Sailing through the waters of the Venice Lagoon in Italy, we arrive at the mysterious Poveglia Island. With a history dating back to Roman times, Poveglia served as a lazaretto, a quarantine hospital, during the terrible bubonic plagues. Thousands of sick people were sent to die on the island, which became a vast cemetery. In the 20th century, it housed a psychiatric hospital with reports of inhumane experiments and cruel treatments. It's said that the island is haunted by the spirits of plague victims and tortured patients, making it one of Italy's most forbidden and feared places. The dense fog and heavy air contribute to its sinister reputation. Near Bogotá, Colombia, stands the magnificent yet sinister Hotel del Salto. Built in the 1920s for the Colombian elite, it offered spectacular views of Tequendama Falls. However, river pollution and loss of guest interest led to its closure. Since then, the hotel has gained a reputation for being haunted. Many people seeking to end their lives chose the waterfall as their final destination, and it's believed their spirits still wander the hotel's empty corridors. Its grand architecture, in contrast with its current desolation, creates an atmosphere of melancholy and mystery, hovering over the waterfall's abyss. In a scene of real horror, we visit Oradour-sur-Glane, a French village that was completely destroyed by Nazi troops on June 10, 1944. In an act of brutal retaliation, almost all 642 inhabitants, including women and children, were massacred, and the village was burned. General Charles de Gaulle decreed that the site should be preserved as a memorial. Today, the ruins of Oradour-sur-Glane remain untouched. With rusted cars, sewing machines, and charred house structures, serving as an eternal reminder of war's atrocities. It's a place of profound silence and reflection, where history's pain still pulses. In Tuscany, Italy, hidden among the vegetation, we find the abandoned Balla mill. This ancient mill, which operated for centuries, is now a skeleton of stone and wood, overtaken by nature. Local legend tells the story of a bride who, on her wedding day, accidentally fell into the mill's well and drowned. They say her spirit still wanders the place, especially on full moon nights, searching for her groom. The environment has a melancholic beauty, with water flowing silently through the old channels and vegetation growing freely through the ruins. It's a place that inspires both nature's beauty and the sadness of a lost story. Our journey takes us to one of the world's tallest and most enigmatic abandoned buildings, the Ryugyong Hotel in Pyongyang, North Korea. With 105 floors in a pyramid shape, its construction began in 1987 and was halted for decades due to financial problems. The hotel, with its mirrored glass facade, remains as an imposing specter on the North Korean capital's horizon, a symbol of frustrated ambitions and isolation. Although there have been attempts to reopen it and projects to complete it, the hotel is still largely empty, a colossus of concrete and glass that never fulfilled its promise. It's a monument to waiting, an architectural curiosity that intrigues the world. To conclude our journey, we travel to the top of Buzludzha mountain in Bulgaria, where stands the monumental Bulgarian Communist Party Memorial House, better known as Buzludzha. Built in the 1970s, this flying saucer-shaped building was a place of worship for the communist regime. After the regime's fall, it was abandoned and vandalized, but its futuristic structure and internal mosaics, though damaged, still impress. The glass roof has been broken, the interior is exposed to the elements, and nature is slowly reclaiming the space. Buzludzha is a testament to the grandeur and ephemerality of ideologies, a concrete giant that now serves only as a monument to the past. And so we conclude our exploration of abandoned places, where past and present meet in fascinating ruins and chilling stories. Each of these locations invites us to reflect on history, nature, and the fate of human creations. Which of these places would you most like to visit? Or which would you prefer to stay far away from? Leave your comment.